Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm out here at a place called Seep Springs, just north of Canyon City, Colorado. And this place was granted to the BLM in 1923. This area is a pretty popular place to get away from town in the Canyon City area. A lot of people come out here, drive around out here to the BLM land, and you know, you can camp and everything out here as well. Now the reason I'm making this video, and I don't even know if this is going to make it to YouTube because I don't know if I can find the place that I'm about to go look for. As you can see here, about halfway through the paragraph it says to look for the stone building built around 1951 that served as a snack shack concession stop. Local lore suggests the site once operated as a front for illegal bootleg liquor sales, which I think might be a pretty cool place to do some metal detecting around if we can find it. I'm gonna drive around here for a little while, see if we could find this little stone shack. And yeah, if this was a concession place or anything to do with exchanging money, you never know, maybe we could find some coins out here. Whether we find coins or not, I'm sure we'll find some relics, and I'll still put it on YouTube, and you're not gonna know until the end of the video. So make sure you watch it all the way through. Yeah, let's go search for this little stone shack. Wish me luck, hope you enjoy the video. All right, well that wasn't too hard to locate. Came up some hard scrabble and I don't know, maybe a half a mile, and there it is, the stone shack. Cool. Let's go poke around here a little bit. Yeah, I mean there's a big field here. Who knows what we could find out here. The place was built in 1951. Kids have pretty much destroyed it with graffiti, it looks like. Let's get a closer look. Fire pits with all kind of trash. And of course, my favorite, this is glass, and man, why can't people not do that? But yeah, what a disaster. Built in 1951, I don't think it has any historical significance, so I think we're pretty safe to detect around here. And I would guess pretty much anywhere in this vicinity would be a decent place to swing the detector around. I mean, this field goes all the way up. So we got a couple hours of daylight. Idiot. All right, today we're going to be using the Minelab Equinox 800 metal detector with the 6-inch coil. I have a feeling it's going to be pretty trashy around this area here in the front, and especially over by the fire pits and everything, so that's why I have the 6-inch coil. I'll be running it in probably field 1 or 2 mode. And I have the Garrett Pro Pointer AT, also known as the Garrett Carrot, and the Klesh digging tool. If I get any really deep targets, I do have some shovels, but I don't think we're going to need to. There's not any significant history here from what I understand, just back into the 50s, so most of the targets, especially the good ones like silver and stuff, that should be pretty shallow. So many targets. They're all bullets and bottle caps. And how do I know that? I've been digging them. You know, this is what makes it difficult. I mean, there's so many targets in this little, I mean, probably all around this building, probably all around these fire pits and everything. Now I can individually pick out any target. Like I was picking out the nicer, like the 19s and the 20s and the higher tones, which may be coins. Forget about trying to find a nickel in here, because everything's ringing up like a 13. Everything's ringing up like a nickel, so I mean, is it possible to clear out every single target? Yeah, but not really. Not realistically. So what I think I'm gonna do, just to get away from all these bullet casings and everything, I'm gonna skip this area and I'm gonna go up probably like to that tree and maybe past it a bit. I'm gonna look for some bigger trees, like tree stumps and things from back in the olden days where people might have been standing around. Just kind of, you know, get a feel for what this used to look like, you know, 60 years ago when they built the place. Where would people stand? Where would people go? There's an old tree stump right over there. Here's an old can. How old? I don't know. Now this is definitely an old can here. You can see the way that it's put together. The seams. It's an older style can. I'm gonna try to get away from some of that trash. I mean, I'm just swinging here and I'm still getting a lot of targets. But there's also still a lot of bottles and broken stuff laying around. I'm gonna get away from all this stuff and I'll let you know if I find anything. Of course, I'm wearing my nice all-terrain footwear here. Perfect for deserts and gold mines and winter weather. So first of all, my pinpointer battery died. So now, luckily I have the 6-inch coil. It's a little bit easier to pinpoint with that. I also found this. We're not in Australia, so it's not a funnel web, but what we do have is a tarantula. Now this is the first time I'm actually ever seeing one in nature, and I've lived in Arizona before. I'm pretty sure he's dead, I hope. Yeah, look at that guy. Holy. You can see his fangs in there. That's cool. You should be able to see some details on him there. Big old fat tarantula. So yeah, we're down here in this part of Colorado. It's more of a desert landscape. Not totally, but yeah, you get the picture. A lot of cactus and stuff like that around. Alright, so I've been swinging around for maybe 10 more minutes. A lot of trashy tones. And I finally got one that's kind of promising. It's bouncing between 28 and 30 right here. And it's pretty deep. So since I don't have a pinpointer, I kind of just got to grab a handful without my watch. I got it in my hand. Oh, it's a bullet. How is that ringing up so good? That couldn't have been the tone. Yeah, it sure was. Huh. All right. Yeah, this is tough without a pinpointer, guys. Not an easy task without a pinpointer. Don't forget to pack extra 9-volt batteries. I could have swore I had extras, but I must have ran through them all, so. Oh well, let's keep going. All right, well, I'm getting eaten alive by bugs out here. I don't have a pinpointer, and all I'm finding are bullets. That's it. The bullets are ringing up really good, like 35, 36, you know, the $50 range and everything, and yeah, just not finding any good targets out here. It's almost impossible. I mean, I am digging the things that should be coins, but man, they're just having fun out here with their guns. This is a good place to come out shooting if you want, I guess. There's a ton of trash that I'm gonna have to leave behind, but I do have a pocket full of lead, and I'll show that to you guys in just a second here. Alright, here's what we got for the day. So we've got a nice selection of the scourge of Colorado. All kinds of, you know, cans. Even the old timers were littering back then. You know, cicada, thought that was pretty cool. I didn't film it when I saw it on the ground. I just picked it up. I left the tarantula over there. This is all lead. I'll be taking that out with me. This is all shell casings, trash in those. Bottle caps, some nails. There's an old style pull tab even. So, you know, they've been partying back here since, well, the 1950s. So, you know, there's my battery. That sucked. Don't forget to bring extra batteries with you. But I was able to go ahead and pinpoint using that 6-inch coil anyway, so it wasn't really that big of a deal. So, I mean, this is a lot of targets, and I didn't find a single coin. And that's okay. All right, guys, well, there you go. I pretty much cherry-picked this entire place. Dug every decent target, you know. There was a lot of, I mean, pretty much every target was a 13 to a 16, which was like a shell casing. I dug some of those. I dug some of the deeper ones just because I figured the deeper ones might be like an older coin or something. I kind of gave up on that. I went up into the field. I was digging. I was finding all kind of good targets, you know, 28, 32. I was digging them all, and they turned out to be, you know, lead. Turned out to be these pieces of lead, these big, fatter pieces of lead here. And these things are so tricky, even with that 6-inch coil. Couldn't really cherry pick anything out here. If anybody knows how to cherry pick a shooting range, basically, even with the Minelab Equinox 800 with the 6-inch coil, let me know. You know, I was digging the best targets I could. I was digging the deepest targets I could, trying to find the older stuff, and it just wasn't happening. So anyway, I'd like to give a special shout out and thank you to Brittany Bush, brand new Major Credit Patreon supporter over on Patreon. Brittany, I hope you're enjoying the perks over there. You're a $20 supporter, so you get $20, $10, $5, and $1 perks, all that stuff. Of course, you guys know the $1 guys get to see all the unreleased videos. $5 guys get to see videos just as they're uploaded to YouTube and Patreon, which is sometimes weeks in advance. The $10 guys get to see a list of my itinerary, all the places I'm going, all the places I'll be treasure hunting, and of course the $20 guys, they get their name in the credits at the end of each video as long as they're a current supporter, plus they get the $10 perks, $5 and $1 perks. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you hit the thumbs up button before you leave. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do that. I put out a new video every 3 days. That's all I got for today. Thanks for watching.